But yeah, man, started to realise that you can live the life you want, man, but don't put too much stress on it. Do you know what I mean? I've been chatting to a lot of people, man. I love talking. I love finding out where people are at and what the goals are, what everyone's mindset's like, what state of mind that they're in, and it gets to the point where you can actually have fun. You can have fun with this, man. Especially when you're a bit young and you got a bit of time. You don't have to rush the process, because I was watching that program on Netflix with my missus, Massafay with Louis Theroux, and with you had HS TikTok, that Myron guy from that Fresh and Fit podcast. I've been watching him, and like Ed Matthews, and on this show, it was interesting because I understand the message of toxic masculinity, but then also just telling guys, listen, fix up, you're in control of your life, you can do what you want, and yeah, just pattern up, really, innit? Like, no one's not really gonna give you hands out. And I promote that message in the same breath of lead, like become a leader, because you need to lead yourself, you need to lead your family, you need to take control, because when you're a follower and you're following people that they don't know where they're going, and their values might not be the same as your values, but you're following them. Whereas if you understand your own values, then you know it will be better for you to just lead the way. But when I talk about leading, sometimes for me, I've not been clear in what I mean as leading from the front. When you talk about leading in a relationship, it's not just your way or the highway. You're a team. Sometimes I'm leading, I'll take the step back, she leads, and then yeah, just back and forth. It's like a dance, in it. Like I move forward, she moves back. You're in sync. It's not always just my way or the highway, or you listen to me, you submit to me. More time in the house, it's like the woman really runs the house. She's doing everything majority of the time. Don't get it twisted. I play my part. I do my best, but women do a lot. They take a lot on. But I think with the message that the toxic masculinity pushes across is that you can be disrespectful to women, and you can be rude, and they're just sex objects, and you can do what you want with them, and like that's not really the case. And I think when they send this message, they're not me. They know what they're doing, but they're not doing it to. They don't mean what they say. They're saying what they're saying for you to kind of break down the message. But when they're saying it, how they're saying it, people are taking that at face value, and they're saying that in a way for it to be clickbait, to get clipped and to get views, because people are gonna see it and they're like, this is crazy, this is wild. And that's why they're delivering the message like that, to stir up reactions, to get people to click onto their videos. I get what they're doing, but people like the young kids take what they're saying at face value. Do you know what I mean? Like the little kids in school, they're the ones that are actually taking what you're saying at face value and applying that and treating women exactly the way how he said that message. But they don't mean what they're saying. But then also they're not taking responsibility for the effects they're having on the young culture, which, even though they're spreading a positive message, is also negative. And when you're not taking responsibility as a role model, and if you are a social media influencer, and you got a lot of followers, you actually are a role model. So you can't kind of run away from your responsibility as a role model, because you actually are. Kids are looking up to you. People are aspiring to be like you. So what you're doing, they're replicating. if you're saying this message like this, they're going to do what you said, even if you said this is not what I meant. So watching that show was very interesting because it made me think about, I know what I'm saying, but maybe I might need to articulate my message, because I'm not promoting masculinity in a way of being disrespectful to women. I'm saying is, look, as a man, there's a lot of pressure we have on us. However, there's something in us that is built to handle this pressure. God wouldn't give you something that you can't handle. You have the skills and you have the will to handle this pressure, and pressure is good, because when you get comfortable, you get competent. With pressure, you evolve, you gain more skills, and you'll be able to make better decisions. And every challenge that you're in will help you grow. And if you use your mind how it's meant to be used, you will take something from the lesson that you're in. But obviously, a lot of guys do have a lot of pressure and they don't know how to deal with it, and sometimes that's what makes them. It can break them. That's why a lot of people end up um, drug abusing and taking their own lives, because they can't handle the pressure that society puts on them, because it can be a lot. And I know what it's like to have that amount of pressure, and you make decisions that you don't want to make because you feel like you have to provide, you have to be um, the provider. And especially in the social media culture, there's a lot of pressure on the guys. If you haven't got the bag, then like there's no point being with you, or you know what I mean? It's all about money, 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 and it's not really about that. It's about the values and teamwork. And if a man's got a vision and he's working on himself, then why would you leave a guy that's doing everything right for a guy that's got money, that's not treating you right? And then it's like people's value systems are messed up, because that doesn't make sense. And you're the one that's going to end up lonely, because when you realize that you're not the only girl in the picture, or you're not the one, or is got other people on the sideline that is tricking, and he's just living a lifestyle and you're not getting a penny, but you thought because he's got money that you're going to have money, but it's not your money, it's his money. Do you know what I mean? And then you end up lonely, sad, depressed, burnt out. Do you know what I mean? But when I was watching the show, it was very interesting with how people responded to the streamers. But don't get twisted, I like some of the streamers, but I do get the message of what they're saying, but then also is acting on people's vulnerability, like escaping the matrix. Everyone working his 9 to 5 life, thinking, oh, I'm just gonna quit the job, spend £50 to £100 on this Telegram, and then I'll be able to make it out like that. But what people are failing to realize is this get rich scheme, and social media promotes and pushes the algorithm of the lifestyle, the how I just made 50k in a month. If you want to know how, join up to my Telegram or join my Discord group. And everyone's thinking, yeah, yeah. And it's like, guys, listen, it's not like that. It's not real. Like, a lot of these guys are broke, are just about paying their rent, just about affording these rentals that they're paying for. And everyone's believing that everything's real, and it's not real. Like, a lot of these guys are not real. Only a few guys really have got a lot of money. Some people are just about making ends meet, and that is the majority of the population. I think people get sucked in and are naive to building wealth. It's a long-term game, and you have to build skills. You can't just do everything overnight. But on social media, it seems like it's overnight success. It's not real. I see it with my own eyes. Like, people are cappers, people are scammers. Not everyone's got it like that. There's a few people that have got it like that, and I know them. I know some of my people that have got it like that. But I'm telling you, the majority of people are not what you think. People are selling a dream, and you can get sucked into that lifestyle where you think it's overnight, that you can just make 100k the next day. And then, it's being an entrepreneur. Remember as well, guys, it's wins and losses. You're gambling. You can be up one day, you can have a fast week, you could have a slow week the next week. Even the next 3-4 weeks might be slow. Then you might hit big, then it might hit big again, and then you might be slow for like even 7-8 months. When you're an entrepreneur, it's really getting it how you live. But the social media makes it seem like it's overnight. So I was watching a show, and I liked the personalities of everyone, and they are themselves, don't get twisted, but they also know what they're doing more than anything. They know that they're not going to get you rich, but they're still getting paid. This is what everyone's not even realizing. Regardless if you think you're going to go make this money, they know that regardless if you make this money or not, they're still getting paid. Regardless, they're getting paid to promote this package, to promote this Telegram, to get you in to sign up, because they're still getting their fee. So win or lose for you, they're still winning. And people are not realizing this. So it's up to you to kind of really start using your own head, and just start trusting in yourself. And do you know what Instagram's not going to promote, or social media not going to promote? Like how to get rich in 10 years, how to build wealth in 15 years. Because everything is delayed, is instant gratification, when the real goal is delayed gratification. You're not going to see someone saying, I can help you become a millionaire in 15 years or 20 years. And realistically, it seems like a long way from where you are now, but it's really not. You're going to be there in 20 years, where I think with social media and even just life now is, if you order food, be at your door within like 15 to 45 minutes, yeah. Everything's instant delivery, instant access. You send money, it comes to your bank instantly. Everything is instant. So you think that your wealth will be instant, your success in your field instant. And that's where they're getting everyone. And everyone's feeding on everyone's impulses that I can make it now. I can become a millionaire tomorrow. And when I was watching that show, I was like, yeah, everyone's just impatient. Everyone's impatient. Everyone's in a rush. And that's why they're winning, because they're feeding on everyone's impulses. Everyone wants to escape the matrix. Everyone wants to think, yeah, I can go live overseas, travel the world, and just make money from the beach tomorrow or next week if I pay for this course. So yeah, I was watching it. I liked it, but I started to understand people. Made me understand people, and don't get it twisted. Being masculine is a very important. I'm a masculine man, and my woman's very feminine. And I let her be in her ways, and it works. There's a lot of guys that are becoming soft. It's good to be masculine, but also while being masculine, you got to be respectful. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You have to be respectful. You have to treat your woman how you like to be treated. Talk to her how you like to be treated. The respect goes both ways. Do you know what I mean? So I think you can be masculine and you can be alpha male, and they love it. They love it. But be respectful in the same process, in the same way. That's really it. So you can be strong, you can be this, you can be that, but also be mindful. Do you know what I mean? And be respectful. And then I think there's nothing wrong with that. But I think you don't want to be like masculine alpha, but you just being disrespectful. You're just being a dick. Do you know what I mean? Because I think your woman is a reflection of you. When people see your woman, they see you. So how she's condoning herself and how she's behaving out in public, that's your missus. So someone goes, oh, that's Milks' missus. Then they see how she is, then they'll be like, right, that's the reflection of me. Whereas if she's out just doing her thing, condoning herself and being her, that's the reflection of me. So that's really it, innit? So, you know what I mean? Just hold yourself up, innit? And that's really it, guys. But make sure everyone does likes, comments, share, subscribes. You don't even have to share this, man. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm building a community, man. Make sure you join my community. We're just kind of being ourselves, we're being authentic, man. That we're all humans, we're all going through ups and downs, we're all just living life, and you can live your life while taking it serious at the same time. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to be too extreme in one direction, because I think when everyone's being extreme, they're scared of relapsing, going back to the way they was. That I see it a lot of the time. So enjoy yourself, guys, man. You've got one life to live. I don't know if we got another chance. I don't know that. But I know that I'm here for now. So while I'm here, I'm here. Wherever you are, be there. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, guys, man. Milks 1K. Malik! Over and out.